Here's the Little Rosie, the Midnite Little Rosie, and I'm going to swap the Outback, old reliable Outback, and I'll show you a few of the things that I've just started trying to hook it up. A couple of things I don't like is that all this access is on the side, so if I put it up here, it's going to be really hard to get at, especially since I got my battery box in the way. I have to squish it over as far as I can. And well, this has the terminals on the front. They're down here on the bottom. I guess I get those to reach. And that's the main thing. This here was just really hard to get the lock nut on because I had to stick my fingers way in here. This doesn't come off flush, so not that I can see. So it's kind of hard to get that in. Yeah, I don't like it that it has all these things that I might do in the future. All these options here. I don't know if I get my camera there. It's got auxiliary contacts and CAN bus, Whiz Bang Jr., maybe some other stuff, remote off and on. But boy, is that going to be hard to get at. I might have to design this so I can take it off the wall to do that and leave enough flex on here, which it'll be hard to do with these short electric power cables. But anyway, things I do like right now, I like these kind of lever lock, these things. You just put the wire in. Sorry I don't have a good lighting because all my power's off from the Outback being off. Anyway, you stick that in there and you pull this down to lock them in. I can't do it holding the camera, so I got some stiff 10 gauge wire here to try to stick in there. So we'll see. I'm just going to try to get it powered up so I get power in here again before I maybe even put it up on the wall. Because I gotta take this thing off, and these are kind of heavy. This thing's light, very light. It almost seems like, gee, it's too light for the amount of power it's supposed to put out, but we'll see. I mean, the old Outback works fine, but you know, this puts out a little bit more power, maybe a little cleaner power, I'm not sure. Here on the back we got our CAN bus jack and battery temperature sensor. So I'll be hooking the CAN bus in line with the Hawke's Bay here, and then I'll be updating my software I wrote to be able to monitor it. I got this monitored, the software I wrote, or me and ChatGPT wrote. But I'm gonna finish this up so I get the power back on. But that's my first impressions of the Little Rosie till I get it hooked up and running. Not much to it really. In case you're wondering though, you don't get the battery temperature sensor with it, at least not in my box. Came with these covers on here. Where'd they go? These. They're gonna be kind of small. I guess they'll fit over my cable. Not really, they might not even fit over my terminals. They got some pretty wide terminals. They should. We'll see. And they're gonna have to come out. I don't know if there's a way to spin these. Like you can't put it on this way. They have to go this way, I guess. Can they spin? No, they can't spin. So that's kind of a bummer. Luckily, they're going the way I need them to go. Yeah, that's kind of a drawback, really, to me. You should be able to put these on whichever way you want. And like I said, I wish all this was in the front somehow. But you get what you get. At least I got what I got. Here's an interesting thing. 9/16 course, this is the old USA model, 9/16. 9/16. Nope, not quite. In a pinch maybe, but nope. 13, metric 13. See? So grab your metric 13. 13 fits on this with a little slop. So interesting. Just had to make me run back in the garage, in the shed, to get more tools, you know, another trip. Okay, I got it up there by myself. That old Outback was super heavy. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it myself, but I got it. See how my back feels tomorrow. So I got these. Everything should be hooked up. And I got these on. Can't get these covers on for anything right now because, see, the wire's hanging down a little bit and they have to be totally square. So these, to me, these are a big fail. I might have to like trim the end of this off so that, trim it about right there so it won't hit the wire, or else I got to bend the wire way up somehow. You know, I got crimp here, so the crimp is kind of going down. I'm not going to take it all apart to maybe tomorrow I'll mess with it, see if I can bend that crimp up a little bit, bend this up. But let's turn it on and see if what happens. I got my breaker right here for the old one. I don't know if, I didn't even look at the specs. We'll just assume this breaker here is the same right size. Can't even read it. Something's blinking over there. I can't read it from here. This is the old inverter breaker. Well, nothing blew up or turned on. Oh, it did turn on. It's running. Lights. I thought I was going to have to push this little button down here to make it turn on, but something's buzzing a little bit. I got these toroids on here. They don't fit quite tight, so they buzz a little bit. I don't know which one's buzzing. Well, these are buzzing down here. These go to the batteries. They don't fit quite tight. Doesn't matter. This isn't my living space, so I don't have to listen to them. But anyway, it works. Now on to my next thing, whatever that is. I need to let this all work on tomorrow. But I'd like to hook the CAN bus up from this to this, and then I can work on my software. So I need to take this off, get an Ethernet cable down from the CAN bus in here to the CAN bus down there, wherever it went to. Okay, I got the CAN bus cable hooked up, and if I go here, you see it has inverting section right there. Let's see, it says 172 watts out now. Let me turn on a load. I think I have one handy here. Let's see what it says. Maybe I can't get that easy. We'll get it later. Okay, I got the CAN bus hooked up between here and down in there, and it reset. I had to put all the battery settings back in because it did something and reset, went back to default, so that wasn't too hard. But It's showing now, it's showing inverting on this screen here. Let's see. Shows inverting on this screen, and I got all the menus over here for inverter configuration. And there's some menus in here. I haven't gone through them all, but I can get at them. And somewhere in here it shows which version of the firmware I have. So anyway, it's all hooked up, showing up right there. No problems. I wasn't even planning on getting all this done today. So here's the Midnite lineup. Look at that. Hawke's Bay, the Little Rosie, the old Midnite Classic. All in a row. And they're all running.